All right, chapter 4 is Era of Revolution. Okay, we talked about this the very first little bit. You did a short response. You should be able to get a page out of this. How has the impact of economic, political, social, and military conflicts affected the development of North Carolina and the United States? When you answer this, and you will see this again, there are 4 parts to it: economic, dealing with money; political, dealing with politics; social is person to person; military conflicts, dealing with more of your war. Okay, and how did each one of these affect North Carolina and the development of the United States of America? All right, so section 1 is political struggles. Okay, 3 words to know: boycott, Granville District, Albany Plan of Union. And your essential question is, what problems did the first rural governors face? All right, here we go. Okay, in your notes, you copied just the purple down. All right, a rural colony struggles overview. So here's an overview of the section. All right, if you remember from last chapter, there's 8 lord proprietors. All the proprietors except one gave or sold their land back to the king. The only one was Gabriel Johnson. Okay, he's going to be the governor. The goods are going to cost 50% more to ship from North Carolina. So if something costs $1, now it is $1.50, so 50% more. Okay, and also North Carolina families still poorer than Virginia. All right, sectional conflicts. The Cape Fear region of North Carolina is going to be your wealthier region. This is the region of Wilmington. They're going to be a lot more wealthier than the Albemarle Sound region. Okay, thus residents from the Albemarle are going to resent and dislike the Cape Fear residents. Naval stores. If you remember from last chapter, the 3 things naval stores are tar, pitch, and turpentine, things to build ships. All right, they're going to be given to the Cape Fear. The Albemarle is going to boycott the lawmaking body, also known as the General Assembly. A boycott, one of your words to know, is a refusal to participate or buy something until certain conditions are met. So, for instance, if the students boycotted going to school until conditions are met, a boycott is refused to go. They would refuse to go to school. So refuse to participate or buy something until your conditions are met. Okay, districting. The boycotts lasted from 1746 to 1754. The king granted Lord Granville. No, he is the other Lord Proprietor that didn't sell the land. All right, king's gonna grant him the northern half of North Carolina. This is the Granville District along that line. Northern half's called the Granville District. All right, there's going to be a new rural governor, Arthur Dobbs. He's going to become governor. He's only going to put half the money where it's supposed to go, which is going to be a major problem to the colonists, which means they're going to be still losing money. So people are still moving to North Carolina from Virginia, mostly from Virginia, but also from Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina. There's going to be a major problem because North Carolinians can have more citizens, which means more expenses and not enough money. All right, and also the Cherokee Indians are still threatening the colonists. Okay, remember from last chapter the 3 reasons why they went to war. The Cherokee were getting cheated, the fear of slavery, and the land. All right, French and Indian War. There's going to be 2 videos you're going to watch. All right. It's going to talk about the French and Indian War. No, the French did not fight the Indians. The French were on the same side as the Indians against Great Britain and the British. All right, 1754 to 1763, the French and Indian War made matters worse. Do know it was called the 7 Years' War. That was the nickname for the French and Indian War. The war started in America and spread to Europe. So they started fighting on American soil, then they eventually went to European soil. All right, it was a long struggle between the British and the French. Remember, the countries in Europe do not like each other. They fight over land all over the world. The British, the French, the Germans, Italy, all these countries in Europe do not like each other. Okay, the last bullet, the Cherokee are going to be on the side as the French, because the main reason was the French actually treated the Cherokee with little respect. Remember, the British kicked them off their land and killed them, and told them to get out of their land. All right, the French and Indian War. The war was fought over land. That's what you need to know. Okay, the French the French controlled the territory west of the Appalachian Mountains. The next slide is going to show the territory is going to get a lot larger. Okay, Albany Plan and Union, which you pretty much know was a plan for protection. Okay, Benjamin Franklin tried to protect them, but it was not popular with the colonists because they thought it would be weaken the government. All right. For the French and Indian War, do know that tax money went to pay for Fort Dobbs. So pretty much during the war, the British still are taxing the colonists, which is a major problem with the colonists because they weren't even in the war. They were fighting. The British were fighting and still taxing the colonists a lot more money. All right, the war is going to end with the Treaty of Paris. Do know that. All right, the French and the Indians lost the land. All right, Governor Dobbs is going to die in North Carolina. Is going to be in debt for a little while. All right, the last slide is going to show the new territory for Great Britain. Great Britain won. They beat the French. All right, so along this line, which is the Mississippi River, all right, is going to be the new territory. So Great Britain will own all the land east of the Mississippi. All right, and that is it for Section 1.